Sometimes when you cover celebrities, you cover politics, you cover even video games, every once in a while you see these characters, these actors, these people who are somehow catapulted instantly to the top of the court of public opinion. For somehow they become so bright for all the wrong reasons, and yeah, their candle burns at both ends so quick that they have no other option to, well, spiral down to earth. I remember that Rachel Ziegler was one of those examples when we talk about celebrities. But in politics, and in less than 1 week, we could say that Katie Porter has been that star that is shining so bright that she is essentially about to, well, burst in a blaze of glory if at this point. She is apologizing for those, let's say, less than flattering videos had been surfacing about her. Let me correct myself. Not videos about her. Her own videos, in her own words. And I'm not talking only about that video in which she basically was cosplaying what is this? This is Batgirl or something? Yeah, this is something that I simply don't understand. I already made a video about her here on the Power Pundit. Remember that this channel is not the Battle Language Guy. This channel is the Power Pundit, my channel dedicated to talking about politics. Make sure that you subscribe. I've already made a video about all these horrific instances. Also talk about her on my Battle Language Guy channel. But nothing can prepare us for her to say, you know what, I am proud of what I've done. I maybe was rough around the edges, but maybe I could do better. You think that's what she said? But just in case, there is a nice compilation uploaded by Dave Rubin and shared by Kevin Dalton. Every time this video gets a like, Katie Porter probably punches a puppy. You have to watch this so we can understand. Maybe you have to get up to speed in the Katie Porter rise to stardom.
I'm running for governor because I'm a leader.
Could lose. Get out of my shot.
Because I'm a leader.
I had to get rid of the sound. Sorry, I didn't know this video had music. And if that music plays here, you know how it's YouTube.
Shot.
Because I'm a leader.
Bernard, I need you to turn these off. These that are killing me. Yes, we should have. Yes. Okay, everybody, I'm not that dark.
I'm running for governor because I'm a leader.
You know, this allegation of groomer and pedophile, it is alleging that a person is criminal somehow and engaged in criminal acts merely because of their identity, their sexual orientation, their gender identity.
I'm a leader.
So on election night, I went to pick up my daughter from water polo practice, and she's 12, and she got in the car and she was crying. And I said, did someone punch you? Like, water polo is a rough sport. I was like, did someone hit you? Did the coach yell at you? What happened? And she said, Mom, Trump won. Trump's going to win. And what if I get raped and I need to have an abortion? This is from a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I told you that of all the things that never happened, that one never happened the most.
I'm running for governor because I'm a leader.
Yeah, this is enough. So she is kind of apologizing. Katie Porter still thinks she has a shot for California governor. And again, California has so many crazy people and power that I wouldn't be surprised that Katie Porter becomes actually the next governor of California. I mean, Zohran Mamdani is about to become the mayor of the biggest city in the United States. So anything goes. It is now on an apology tour for those clips of her diva behavior. I want people to know that I understand what I did was not good. Okay, let's take a look at this.
And I want people to know that I understand what I did was not good. I'm not going to mince words about it.
You know, the hand on chest is very important because, you know, that is a heartfelt sentiment, a heartfelt apology, a heartfelt reaching out to you to understand that she feel sorry for what she did. All right, you can imagine that. You can imagine how she yelled at the minions who work for her, who told her, who suggested, maybe you should do a public apology. Maybe they are fired. Maybe they're looking for a job right now.
I also want people to understand that I am in this fight because I am not going to back down or give 1 inch when people are hurting Californians. And both of those things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, both of those things can be true at the same time. But, the not giving a 1 inch, not given 1 inch, I could say that could also apply to her behavior. She is not given 1 inch to, well, whatever she does, because I'm pretty sure this is the kind of people that they believe that they have achieved whatever they have achieved in life is because of that behavior. And in fact, they have achieved that in spite of it, but they are not aware. They lack the self-awareness. The self-awareness is, that kind of stuff that if you have too little, it's bad. If you have too much, it's bad. So she is pretty much in the bag of having, how to say this, huge debt on self-awareness. Well, we have this. Bill Mayer on Katie Porter. We saw she had a lot of problems with her image. She was asked a question about what would you do to get the Trump voters in this state, and I think it was very telling that her answer was, I don't need them. And Schwarzenegger had some words to say about this.
California isn't America. California is one of those states, yes, where a moderate Republican governor can do well because it's a very blue state. You might...
Yeah, that is if that moderate governor or conservative governor gets to power in the first place, which is hard enough.
Say it's too blue because we have somebody running for president, for governor now, Katie Porter, and we saw she had a lot of problems this week with her image. And she was asked a question about what would you do to get the Trump voters in this state? And I think it was very telling what her answer was, which was basically, why are you even asking that question? Why would I care?
Yeah, she did not care about that. It's like, I don't care about it. I don't need it. And I think that's why so many people say that, there is heavy cheating involved in these elections, because I really can't understand for the life of me, how can people of California vote for these candidates? And the only explanation they have that there's heavy cheating involved. I don't want to get into trouble. That would be allegedly, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to get into trouble if I say that Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass, for example, are one of the worst people that I've seen in my life.
About trying to get these deplorables on my side. I don't need them because this is, yes, wow.
That wow was spontaneous.
Because I'm paraphrasing, but that was the attitude, because she doesn't.
Well, it was mostly Bill Mayer talking about her. Again, I'm pretty sure that these are not the last clips we're going to see about Katie Porter or people talking about her. But again, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Power Pundit. Much love and bliss.